Welcome back to Hard Mode SnowRunner, everybody. It has been quite a while since my last video. 2 weeks, maybe almost 3 weeks. Like I said in that last video, it was going to be a while. I had a really busy month with work. Finally, things are all over and everything should slow down. I'll get back into that in a little bit here, but let's get back on track with what we were doing. I don't exactly remember how we ended. I know when I loaded into the game, I was over here in this Fleet Star. It was parked up like here, but it's pretty much out of fuel. I was trying to get it back at least to the drilling site so I could, have it a little bit more accessible location to refuel it. I was also going to take this P16 back over here, so it was kind of in the middle of the map, and that also needs refueled, but I just kind of didn't get to that. This ran out of fuel, and then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to start the episodes. Anyway, we have the White Western Star. It is also almost out of gas, but there is a fuel trailer like right up here, so we'll just steal some fuel from that. There is a trailer here that I'll probably just pick up and see if we can pick up some of these oil barrels, and I don't know, maybe we'll just stack them up and see if we can get it to the place that need to go. But I don't know how well that's going to work, so let's just get on with it, and we'll figure that out when we get to it. I also want to say I appreciate anyone still watching my videos that watches my videos. I appreciate any comments you leave, nice or not nice. I mean, it doesn't really matter to me. It still gets me engagement on my videos. And, I appreciate any kind of constructive criticism. Now, if you're just going to be an asshole, I'd rather you not comment at all, but I can't control what you do with your life, so if you want to leave a mean comment, I mean, I can't stop you. But I have had some really nice comments from people, and I do appreciate that. Just recently I had someone tell me that I'm underrated and my voice is like soothing to listen to, which I find funny, but I guess I can see that. I don't know. I'm a very chill person. I'm very relaxed. I don't really stress about, well, that's not true. My job stresses me out, but I don't really, I don't know how to explain this. I'm not very, like I just don't get super excited or anything like that. Like it's not, it's just not something that it's not my personality. Like I'm not really an over, shit, I need this trailer. I don't get loud. I don't get like overexcited about things. I'm just not one of those kind of people. I mean, that's not necessarily true. I mean, there could be a time where I'm like, a certain boss on like a Dark Souls game or something has just been absolutely kicking my ass, and then I finally like, flawlessly beat it or something. Like, I might, exclaim loudly there, like, let's fucking go or something. But I'm other than that, that's all I'm really gonna do. So you're never gonna get like any kind of loud, obnoxious videos from me. I'm always gonna be super chill because that's just how I am. So anyway, I appreciate you. If you left that comment and you're watching this video now, I'm sorry I don't remember what your name was, but I was at work when I responded to that comment, so I just kind of responded quickly and whatever else. But just know I appreciate it. Alright, so well, with work, I'll just briefly talk about that. As you know, I don't go into too much detail with my actual work, but I am an audio... Oh, I didn't even realize there's stuff in this. I should have left that back there. I don't think I need these metal beams, so I don't really care about them. And honestly, I can get them elsewhere pretty easily, so it's fine. Just delete them. I need to be careful here talking and not flip this truck over, because it's very, very likely. Michigan has a lot of really crazy slopes and things. Spider-Man my way around. So like, yeah, I don't go into too much detail, but I am an audio technician, audio engineer, I guess you could say. I am A1 at the venue I work in. Um, that's all recently changed. It is my position. I did get a slight raise, not anything substantial that I really probably should have gotten, but there's some other changes coming at my job now. We kind of got like a bombshell dropped on us. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but it is a big change, and we're all a little sad about it, but it is what it is, and, you know, that person needs to do what is best for them, so they're moving on. But that's all I'm going to say about that. And back to my job. So June we had, obviously I went to Florida like the second week of June, like the 9th through the 15th, the 9th through the 14th, something like that. I was gone from like Monday through Friday. We were in Orlando. We went to an AV convention called Infocom. I had a lot of, I'm just trying to make sure I know what I'm doing here. Yeah, I do want to go here. I had a lot of, you know, like seminar things I had to sit through, and it's like a continuing education kind of thing, things like that. So it was fun. I enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun. We got to do some fun things while we were down there. It was a good time. I really enjoyed it. I hope we can go to Infocom next year. It's actually in Vegas next year, so that would be sick. But I think we actually have something already booked that week. So I don't know that that's going to happen, but we'll see. And then as soon as we got back on a Friday afternoon. Like our flight landed at like 3 in the afternoon. Yeah. And the town I live in has a regional airport that flies to Sanford, which is just outside of Orlando. So that was really nice. And I live really, really close to the airport in my town. So it was pretty awesome to be able to get off the plane and just basically like immediately be home. So that's the first time I've ever done that. So that was a neat experience. And then, so anyway, I got back that Friday afternoon. I picked up my boys. And yeah, I hadn't seen them all week, so that was nice. And then I was off Saturday, and then Sunday was the first day of prep for this really, really big production that we do every year. We've been doing it for the last 50 some years, I think. I mean, obviously I haven't. I'm not 50 years old, but it has been being held at this venue, at the venue I work in, for over 50 years. I'm not going to say what it is. I don't really want to, but it's just a big production. And it kind of, sorry, I almost flipped the truck. It kind of fell on me to have to run it because of everything that went down back in May with our original A1. So, you know, I knew I was going to have to do it ever since that all happened. And I was really stressed out about it because I had never, out of all the years I've worked in this venue, I have never actually been a piece of this production. I've never actually worked it. I've been in the building when it's been happening, but I've never actually been like one of the techs assigned to work it. So it was just a little stressful for me. But yeah, it was actually a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it, and I'm pretty excited for it next year. But anyway, I'll, you know, talk a little bit more about that in a bit. But just back to Sunday, we had some prep day, so we had to just, you know, do some setup things. There's some things we do the same like every year that we, what am I doing? That we had to, what the, I'm sorry, I've been playing Death Stranding, so I am, I'm just like, I don't know what I'm doing. So yeah, so Sunday we just had some prep stuff. We had to like set a whole bunch of risers on stage and put out lights and other various things and get everything set up. Put tables everywhere, like 6-foot table, like fold out, you know, tables. And it's just a lot of actual prep stuff. And then Monday was the technical first day of them being in the building. So we were all ready for them when they showed up on Monday. Monday was also kind of a shorter day. I don't think I had to be there till like 11. Sunday it was like a 9 to 5 day, and we were there pretty much all day. The other ones are over there. I think I can drive across here. I hope. So I can winch myself. Yeah, so Monday was a little bit of a shorter day. It was the first day there, though. You know, they had some rehearsals, things like that. I could work on some of my QLab stuff I needed to work on and all that. Which I had prepped a lot of that ahead of time, too. So, because that was what I was most stressed about. Because QLab is something that I don't have the most experience in. It's probably the thing that I'm least experienced in, which is what I was a little stressed out about. But actually, I've taught myself a lot of things that week, and I feel a lot more confident with QLab. It's really not that complicated of a program. Once you understand how to make things work and flow, it's actually kind of cool. So, yeah, that day, Monday happened, and then Tuesday was the very first day where we had to be there at like 7:30, I think. And I was there from pretty much 7:30 to 11 o'clock at night every single day, the rest of the week. Saturday, we were there a little bit later because Saturday was the finale, so we had to kind of roughly clean up as much as we could. We didn't need to reset everything, but we wanted to reset most stuff so that it was ready to go for when we came in the next Tuesday, because we had another busy week then, the dance recital, final dance recital of the season, with a brand new dance school. It was their first time in our theater, and they loved it so much they've already booked for next year, which is the same week that Infocom is. So I don't know, but anyway, the week went really well, and I mean there's four shows technically. There's like prelim, some other thing. It's a competition, but I'm not gonna say what it is. But anyway, then the finale's Saturday night. So every single show ran flawlessly tech-wise. There was not a missed song. There was not a missed anything. The talents all sounded good as I could make them sound. Some of the things were not like some of them weren't good, and there wasn't anything I could do about that. They just weren't talented. So yeah, but anyway, there's one right there. Everything was great. Even my friend slash production manager slash supervisor, boss, whatever you want to call him, he was my A2. He always is the A2 technically for this production. He's done it every single year that he's worked there, and he's worked there for like 10 plus years now. Actually, I think this is his 10th year exactly. So he's done the last 10 of these. So he's very familiar with how it all works, and he acts as my A2 for this. So I was very grateful for him. He did his job really well. He always let me know what microphone would be on stage and all that stuff. So I was really appreciative of that, because he knew I was stressed, but he had full confidence in me, which I should have had in myself, because I really did do fine, and it was a really big confidence boost for me. So I was really happy everything went the way it went, and that's that. Restore pack. All right. Okay. Shit. I had to take a little break. I don't exactly remember what I was talking about. But yeah, the week went really well, and it was a good time. Let's see. I feel like if I try to go get this now, I'm gonna, because like that one's out here and then the other one's up there, but I don't have any way to get it back. I don't think I can get up this, but we can try, I guess. I feel like it's going to make more sense to try to just take these back than... I wish I had a semi-trailer. I don't have one. I don't know if there's one on this map. I don't think I'm going to be able to make it up here, though. I think it's going to be too tight. Maybe we can try. It's a pretty steep hill. I don't really have any, like, doubts that the truck can't make it up, but there's a pinch point that I don't know if I'll be able to get through. This, which it seems like we'll be okay. Hell yeah, dude. Honestly, I'll just go right back down there and get the other two. I know it's going to take a little bit more time to do it that way, but that way I'll at least not, you know, have to do some crazy loading because I don't have any other way to load onto this truck. If I had a semi-trailer, I would use it, but I don't think there's one on this map. There is. It's all the way over there. Again, I don't really remember where I left off. But yeah, my really stressful week was fine. I was definitely stressed out earlier in the week, but that kind of, you know, relaxed as the days went on, just because we had run the things enough that I was confident that everything that I had set up worked and everything was good. So that ended up turning out well, and you know, I got a lot of praise for it. So it was really nice and confidence boosting for that. If I've said that already, I'm sorry, but I took a short break because I had to take care of something real quick, and then I don't exactly remember what I was talking about. And the week after was, if I said this already, a dance recital, and we had some really long days, 2 really long, like 14-hour rehearsal days, just, you know, sitting there playing music tracks. And then I had 2 Friday and Saturday night were the recitals, and they were the same exact show both nights. They sold out the venue both nights, and they were like 4-hour long shows with like a 15-20 minute intermission. So that's crazy. That's the longest dance recital I've ever sat through in my life. I mean, they did have like 350 dance students, so like they were a pretty large dance group, but that was just a lot. Like I never really I just didn't think that would be the thing, but definitely was, and they really liked us, so they'll be back. Stump. But yeah, I don't know if I said this already too, but that group I think I might have said this already, but that group is the group that is already booked for next year, and it's the week of Infocom when it's in Vegas. So I don't know if we'll get to go next year. I hope we do. I'd love to, because I've never been to Vegas. I think it'd be a pretty cool thing to go to Vegas for work, but I don't know if it'll happen. It's also kind of unknown that we'll be able to still do those things. Like go on those kinds of trips. I don't see why we couldn't. I mean, those were board approved, so there's no reason why we couldn't. But like I said, we are having a change in some of our leadership by choice, not by any like bad reasons. This person just wants to move on. They've been here for a while, so they're ready to make a change in their life, and I think that's a good thing for them. It's sad though, but you know, it is what it is. But yeah, now we're in pretty much summertime months, and I don't really have a whole lot going on. I'm off work today, a nice relaxing day. I think I have to mow my grass, which kind of sucks, but you know, that's what being an adult is when you own your own house too. Yeah, so I guess that's really enough about that. I'll try to just talk about the game now. Yeah, so we're gonna obviously have to go back down and get the other two, but I didn't want to deal with having to balance cargo and try and drive and not flip my truck, and that's just too much for hard mode. So I'm also getting kind of low on fuel, and I didn't want to run out of that either. Just fill her up. Drop those off. Alright, now how do we want to get back down there? Do we want to go down that way? We could go down that way. That would get us almost right where we needed to be. I mean, we will have to backtrack that way a little bit. I mean, it doesn't really... Either way I go, I'm going to have to do some backtracking. Alright, I did a lot of considering. I was talking and rambling for a while too, but I cut all that out. I just am afraid this is really steep, and then like you're kind of traveling on a ledge here, and it gets really tight in this area, and I'm afraid I'm gonna flip and roll down that hill and get stuck in those trees, and that just would be a fucking nightmare. As much as it would be nice to just go across here and then get the box that's whatever here, or the barrels that are somewhere in that area, and then I know the other ones are up here. I'm just going to go back, and we're going to go back down the way we came, and then we're going to go across and pick that one up. I just think it's better, and that way we know we can get down that, and we know we can get up it pretty easily, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm just like, I'm really tired of spending so much time recovering trucks. Like, I feel like that's all I do. And I'm going to turn off all the traffic. And I just, yeah, I just don't want to spend time recovering trucks, and I don't want to waste money on recovering trucks. Finally, like, I've been, you know, not spending money on lots of things. Anything I've been spending money on has been upgrades or fuel. And I try not to spend money on fuel as much as I can, but sometimes it's just easier because the fuel station's there and there's no fuel trailer nearby, so I just spend money on fuel. I actually was kind of guessing that I could go through there, and it seemed to work out. I just don't have to go through that water. Alright, where am I? Am I on the path? No. But we should be okay if we keep going straight. As long as I can get out. Thank God that knocked over. You never know what tree is going to get knocked over and what tree isn't going to get knocked over. But yeah, I've really been bouncing around games, man. Like, I was playing Roadcraft when it came out, then I got the itch to play Days Gone, so I started playing Days Gone Remaster, and then obviously Death Stranding came out, so like I bought Death Stranding, been playing that. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 comes out in a couple days. I already had that's pre-ordered, so that'll be downloaded to my console automatically, and I'll definitely be playing that. I keep hitting options to open the map, because that's what it is on the Death Stranding. And it's funny, when I play Death Stranding, I click the touchpad all the time to try and open the map, and that's not the map in Death Stranding. But yeah, I don't know, I've just been really enjoying playing all these different games. I will eventually get all the platinum trophies for all of them. I've just been having a hard time sticking with one game, which is usually what I do. Like, usually when I play a game, I don't play anything else until I finish the one that I'm working on. Now, SnowRunner is obviously a different story. I record and upload that to my YouTube channel. And I don't really upload any other games right now. It's just not... I haven't been in the mood to do that. I haven't had the time to play other games and record them and upload them. And to be honest, when I'm playing, especially a single-player game that has a lot of story and narrative, like, I don't want to sit there and commentate. Like, I just don't. I'd rather enjoy the story in the game. So I honestly don't know that that kind of stuff will ever be on my channel again. I'm not gonna say never, but I wouldn't count on it. It really probably will just be mainly SnowRunner content and anything else like SnowRunner. Like, I think Death Stranding would actually do really well on my channel if I like did a playthrough of it. And I'm not saying I won't. Maybe I will at some point if I get tired of SnowRunner, and because it's honestly, it's so funny. Like, the similarities between the two games is like incredible, and I've really realized it while playing Death Stranding 2, because like you get vehicles much faster in Death Stranding 2 than you do in 1. So like, I was driving around a truck just delivering cargo for like hours the first couple hours I played the game, and it's like, man, this just feels like SnowRunner. It's so funny. And like, you can actually build roads and like, you know, create other methods of transportation to deliver things faster. It's a really fun game. Like, if you really like SnowRunner, there's absolutely no reason why you wouldn't enjoy Death Stranding. So definitely give it a shot if you really like SnowRunner, because it is a really fun game. And you know, Hideo Kojima is just, that guy's got something loose up in his brain, but the man makes incredible stories and has an incredible imagination, so you gotta give him that. It's also, you know, it's got Norman Reedus, like, it's got a really good cast of voice actors and actors. I mean, you know, it's a cool game. Really cool game. I mean, it's definitely one of my favorite games, for sure. It's in my top, I'd say top 5. You know what's not in my top 5? And I know this is like a huge, like, controversial subject. It's not even in my top 10. And that is Ghost of Tsushima. I know people are like, that's crazy. What is happening now? People are like, how is that not a top 10 game for you? And it's just not. Straight up. I just, like, it's not that I don't like the game, because I do. How am I stuck, dude? I am moving. We're just gonna sit here until we move. It's not that I don't like the game, because Ghost of Tsushima is a great game. Like, I don't want to, you know, take anything away from that game. It is an absolutely great game. I just, like, people act like it's, you know, this, like, the most amazing game ever made, and I just disagree, like, wholeheartedly. Like, the game is fun. It's, you know, It's fun. It has really fun combat. Like as far as like collectibles go and things, it's not bad. It's enjoyable to play. My issue with it is it was just repetitive. Like all of the side missions or like side quests, whatever, was literally the same thing over and over and over, just reskinned with like a different NPC. Like it was like, oh, I lost my daughter. Please go find her, and you like go find her, and then like that's it. And then like you'd find another one where it's like the same exact thing, but like it's just a different family. It was just, I don't know. I felt like it was very repetitive, and I just wasn't that big of a fan of it. And just same thing with Ghost of Yotei. Like I will definitely play it, but I'm not gonna like. I'm not gonna buy it at full price. I'll say that. Oh shit. I didn't think I was gonna get out of there. Alright. We got one more to pick up. And then I don't know how I'm gonna go back. I really don't want to go that way. I feel like that way is gonna be a really bad idea. I'm a little afraid to go down that path. And then also going up that hill is gonna be tough. I don't want to do the switchbacks either. The only other choice is to keep going down this way and go up that ridge and along, which is definitely doable. It's probably the safest route. This is kind of a stupid way to go here. Not really sure why I chose to do this. I mean, we're steadily moving through here, though. I don't know, there are definitely times where, like, I wish I mean, I don't really want to, because I definitely don't want to live stream, but, like, I wish could be, like, what do you guys think I should do? Like, let me know. Should I go this way or should I go the other way? But can't do that in a video because, obviously, I've already made that decision. Probably only really have 10 or 15 minutes left anyway. I don't know, man. I don't know what to do. I think just trying to go up this way is what we're going to do, but I'm going to be extremely careful, and I'm going to use my winch to Spider-Man myself so I don't fall off. This is it, right? Yeah, but I don't know how I'm going to get up on the actual path. Well, I guess it is drive-upable. It's a really tight turn, though, and I don't have the most nimble truck. I'm probably going to deeply regret this. This is so sketchy. That's the part I was worried about. We should be okay now, as long as we can get up this hill. But that part I was super worried about, because I mean, you saw what was going on with the trailer. I'm surprised my truck didn't slide off like that. I'm just gonna stay in low, keep diff lock on. Oh my god, dude. Painful. There we go. Okay. That curtainside trailer is where? Oh, that's not bad. What do we have left? I don't remember. Yeah, all that's done. We just have the logging. And then we have some tasks to do. So what do we have task-wise left? Black River's done. We have Smithville is 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 more on Smithville. Decent amount on Island Lake. 4 on Drummond Island. So we don't have a whole lot to do left. We're getting there. We're almost done. I actually need to check real quick. Give me 1 sec here. Okay, yeah. I had to just add up. I have a couple clips for this video. I'm gonna have to splice them all together. But I just wanted to add up the clips so I knew how long, because I can't go over an hour per my PlayStation. So I'm gonna have to just end this here. There's not a whole lot of time left anyway. I could only really go for another 5 or 10 minutes, and there's just not enough time to do anything. I'm so far away. What is this? I haven't even picked that up. How have I not picked that up? Let's go pick that up real quick. I thought I picked this up. Oil barrels. There's more oil barrels? Jesus. Okay, well, we can do that next episode. Where's the well? It's up there. I'd like to pick them up if I can. I don't know if I can make it there in time. It'd be nice to have all the tasks picked up so I can just like know which ones I want to do. Let's see if we can go pick up that well real quick, and then we'll end the episode. It's not that far away. It shouldn't be too hard to get to. Right? Because I have... What do I have? I have unfortunate event across the river. And then well. There's 4 left, isn't there? Well. Tools delivery. Unfortunate event across the river. Yeah, where's tools delivery? I don't see that one. Maybe I have to do something else first. It's possible. It may be it may have a prerequisite. I don't know, it may also just be something I just haven't uncovered yet, because there's a part of the map that's not uncovered. But if not, I'll just look it up on Map Runner and find out where it is. But at least we'll have these 3 that we can decide on what we want to do. I believe this is where I want to go. I do really like this Scout. It's really not bad. As long as you don't lift it and put the roof rack on it, it's actually really, really good. Just kind of floats over mud. It doesn't really get stuck that often. What the hell? I hope I'm going the right way. Yeah. I mean, I could have turned the next turn too, but that's fine. This will work. Alright. So, vehicle spare parts. Yeah, tools delivery is probably after this one, I'd assume. Because I don't see it, unless I'm just not seeing it. Let me know if it's on here, I just don't see it. That's possible. But yeah, I'm going to end this here. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to. And I'll see you in the next episode. Have a good one.